Hi there, my name is Sandy Esprit and I'm back with another vlogmas video. Today's post is actually just kind of like a runoff off of my Instagram post this morning. And so before I get started, I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and subscribe. I always get to this part first, but please subscribe. It's that red button that is at the bottom. It's gonna be underneath the video. Go ahead and subscribe, click the notification bell, and you'll know every single time I come out with a new video. So today's video is about books and books that I believe your little one is going to enjoy. If you have a little princess at home, I know for a fact that she's going to love these books. So these are books that I own. My daughter loves them. She loves looking through them. We love reading them together, and it just allows us to have that moment together. Now, reading to the little ones is one of those gifts that is completely underrated. During the holiday seasons, we're always thinking about the next toy. What would our children want to play with? What would our children want to amuse themselves with? But reading to our kids and having them read back to us is one of those little simple pleasures that allows moms, dads, and their little ones, prince and princesses, to just come together and have a moment, a connection where, you get to hang out with your kid. And our kids honestly just want to hang out with us for the most part. So yeah, sometimes they're a little crazy and they drive us nuts, but we love them all the same. We love them all the same. So it is definitely important to have that moment where you can just hang out and, go through a story together, because why not? And it actually helps your child learn about feelings, emotions, becoming aware of their own feelings. It also helps them, I believe, with their communication skills. So there's a lot of stuff happening when you actually read to your child. So pretty much that's my selling points as to why you should read to your child, and why getting a book for your little one is actually one of the best things you can do. I'm just saying, that's what I believe. You can do you, but hey, I believe that books are amazing. I am an avid book lover. I've always read. I was that kid who was, sitting in the corner reading a book by herself. Like, I would get lost in books forever and ever. I am a big book lover, even though now my books have been replaced with children's book. And now it's been replaced with, some 40 page fun-filled cartoonish children's book. But nonetheless, this is one of those things I get to share with my girls, and I just love seeing their faces light up, and I love watching them even learn to recognize words on the page. So without further ado, because I'm going to keep going on if y'all keep having me talk about books. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started in our book collection. So these are my top 5 favorite books that I absolutely love, and I think that your little one will love as well. Starting with, this book is called My Hair is Beautiful. And when we talk about representation matters, I feel like this book here is the epitome of it all. So this book is written by Shantae Grant. She is Canadian, a Canadian Black woman, and she is a writer, a performance poet, and she is based in Halifax. So right off the bat, I know I'm just like, woo, yes. So this book here is all about celebrating our hair texture, the hairstyles that come with it. I mean, we're talking about afros, cornrows. It's amazing. And the book itself is called My Hair is Beautiful. So it's really just about affirming and inspiring this next generation to appreciate their hair for what it is, to appreciate its texture, it's the different hairstyles. And if they so choose to relax their hair in the future, then that's up to them. Like, hey, it is what it is. Your hair is your hair, but the key message is my hair is beautiful. And it has I love the feature of our Black babies and their hair textures and their different hairstyles, and I'm just in awe of it all. It is so cute. And it's to the point that my 3-year-old will actually name hairstyles that she's picked up from this book. That's how inspiring this whole book is. And my favorite part is this page right here where, the word beautiful with a mirror. So your little one will get to see themselves, and the word that pops out, or the word that is read every time they see themselves, is beautiful. And it is so heartwarming to know that there is a book out there that caters to the need that we need to reaffirm the fact that we are beautiful beings, and our children are awesome, though just the way they are. You know, it doesn't matter what the media says, they are beautiful and awesome just the way they are. And every time they look at themselves, the word beautiful is the word that is instantly attached to them. So my hair is beautiful. I believe this book needs to be owned by every single parent. If you have a little one, get this book. I absolutely love this one. Another one of my favorites is Dream Big Little One, and this one is from Vashti Harrison. Now this particular one is from 2018. I believe she's updated this book many times since then, but I love this book because it is inspiring. It's a history lesson that just promotes the mindset of you can do anything you put your mind to. I love the fact that it is not it's not something that, it's not a message that only caters to one person, but it honestly caters to everyone, big, old, small, young. This is for everybody. And it's just a reminder to always, believe in your dreams, believe in your passions, and just keep going, because you can achieve great things. All of us, we can all achieve amazing things. So Dream Big Little One by Vashti Harrison. I highly recommend this book. It is, again, a history lesson. We're talking about Bessie Coleman, Katherine Johnson, Wilma Rudolph. Now, I will say that this is very much African-American history. This is, it's African-American women history. This is what she highlights. Nonetheless, it is history regardless, and it is still an important message that we need to give our young girls that, hey, you want to do it? Go ahead and do it. Let's shatter the ceiling and let's do the thing. Now, this book was very popular, and I think this book, I can see why. This book, I think, was very popular about a year, 3 years ago, I believe is when I first got it. And it is I Like Myself by Karen Beaumont. And this book is so cute. The images are really eye-catching, eye-popping, captivating. It is in your face, loud. It is in your face, extra, in your face, hyper, bright, bold colors, just to really stimulate your senses. You see this and you're just like, wow. Personally, I feel like this book honestly represents my 3-year-old's energy. But this book says, I like myself, and it's just, again, another affirmation type book that says no matter how you are, no matter who you are, no matter what your characteristics are like, you are worthy of love, you are worthy of self-love. And it is really a good lesson to teach our little girls that self-love and self-esteem is really important. Like, we really need to affirm that in our children. And I feel like I Like Myself does that beautifully. It does it wonderfully. And listen, this is, my niece had this book memorized when she had it. My daughter always reaches for this book. She's almost got it memorized. It's to the point where it's to the point where I think it's becoming her mantra. But this book honestly is a fun read, and it is really nice to have that self-love being preached in a nice way, because our children should love themselves just because the way they are, the way they are. I mean, they are perfect just the way they are. So highly recommend this one right here. I forgot to say that I Like Myself is written by Karen Beaumont and illustrated by David Cottrell. Now, Wonderful Me, I Love All of Me is written by Lorianne Grover, and the pictures are by Carolina Buzio. And I was sold as soon as I saw this little picture right here. She is so cute. The pictures, I love the pictures. I love how cute they are. I love how engaging the words are. I mean, like, I love my smelly nose, and you can make, you know, those smelly nose sounds. Is my daughter, my 3-year-old, I do it to her all the time, and she loves it. And it is really, it has the words, and it has the action words, like, I love my blinky eyes, I love my brain so wise. And it's just so nice for them to now pick out the things that they love about themselves, and for them to actually draw that connection of, I like me, and I like me because, and these are the things that I love about myself. As an adult, I know that I struggled with that. You know, find 5 things you like about yourself, and you're just like, But this breaks this down for our little ones. Like, they don't have to worry about, oh wow, what do I like about myself? This book here is the perfect guide to get them started, so that they don't ever have to have that self-conscious anxiety of, oh my gosh, like, what do I like about myself? Because like, again, it's a wonderful guide, and this book does it awesome, very, very well. I was gonna say awesomely, but awesomely is not a word, so awesome is the word. But yeah, like, it just allows them to just celebrate themselves from head to toe, and to just really engage in what makes them amazing as little human beings, and as human beings, you know, overall, you know. They deserve it. They're awesome little people. Yeah, they drive us crazy, but they're amazing, smart, creative, insanely creative of human beings. Now, my last but not least, one of my favorite is When God Made You by Matthew Paul Turner, and it's illustrated by David Cottrell. This isn't, which I like myself was also illustrated by David Cottrell. So in case you thought that name sounds familiar, yes, it is. So When God Made You, I love, 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 love this book. If I had a prayer that would explain my love for my children, this would definitely be it. When God Made You is just really a book that talks about how we as parents, I think we as caretakers and lovers of these children, how we love about them, and most importantly, how God sees us and how God sees our children as beings, and the love that is poured out, and the potential that we see in them, and the love and the grace and the beauty that is them in everything that they do. When they draw and it's messy, you know, it's not completely coherent, you know, that there's beauty in that. And when they speak, and when they dance, and when they sing, and when they act, there's beauty and grace and love and all of that. And they should be confident, because, you know, they are created with a purpose, and they have a designed goal in mind. And they should be encouraged to live that dream, live that passion, and live that desire. And When God Made You, I find really, really highlights and illustrates the beauty of them, their passions, their potential, and all the good things that can come out of them, you know, willing they choose to do that. And so I love that also the colors are just, again, really, really bright, eye-catching. The words are very rhyming. they rhyme a lot. It's almost like a sing-song type of literature, where there's a bounce to it. You can add a bounce to it if you want to. It's very, you know, orally and in your mind and your ears, it's very catching. It's one of those things where you're gonna find yourself saying you when God made you, and then you keep going along. It's very I would say there are some repetition in them, and it causes, you know, this one of those catchphrasey type of books. And so I really, really, really like this book. I think that this makes for a great story, a great bedtime story. And I think even as for your older children, this story is really nice as a reminder, you know, because our children go through a lot. The older they get, the more that they face. And this book really just kind of like reaffirm that they are special, and that they are worthy of love, and that ultimately they are meant for great things. And that is to be celebrated at all times. So that is it for my top 5 favorite books. I hope you loved it. I hope this helped you out, get a gift, a sense of idea of what you should be, you know, hopefully put a little nugget in your ear to go out there and invest in a book so that you guys can spend some time and hang out and just, you know, build that self-esteem and that self-love, and so that we can guide our children to be the best versions of who they are meant to be. I just hope that you were able to get all of that with the books that I've recommended. If you have a book that you love reading to your child, please let me know in the comment section below. And for sure, I will love to do some kind of a review or just to put them in there in a video like this. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And you can find me on my blog site, www.iamsandyesprit.com. I'm also on Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok. Listen, I'm out here. All of that information is going to be in the captions below. And I'm super excited. I hope you're going to have yourself a wonderful day. And I will see you guys next time.